We're back. Enter the Gungeon.
We are.
More Gungeon. Okay.
Too much Gungeon.
Too much Gungeon. Another. Oh, it's another run, isn't it?
It's another run, and this time Commando, I think, because
I couldn't remember who.
Commando's easy mode.
Oh right, okay.
You basically start off with an extra armor, and the starting weapon's decent.
You have an armor.
Yeah, the Commando starts off with extra armor.
You know how we were ranting about. I was ranting about Star Trek.
Yes, you were.
I wanted to also rant about Star Wars.
Oh.
You know where I'm going, don't you?
I do.
Because I only just got round to watching The Last Jedi.
Oh, I just put the wrong button. Ignore that. Nothing happened. Just carry on.
I'm not cutting it out. You can go fuck.
I'm not saying you cut it out. I'm just saying that nobody watching the video should actually notice what I'm doing.
Let's not acknowledge that. Steven's a dipshit.
Shh. It's fine. Anyway, carry on.
I watched The Last Jedi.
Unlucky.
Yeah. Why did no one warn me?
To be fair, I showed you my review of it.
Did you?
About a year ago.
Did you?
Yes.
Wait, it's about a year.
Been long, more than
Oh
a year,
God.
Yeah, no, I showed you my review of it because I sent it to one of my friends and I went.
Fucking horrifying.
He asked me for a text review, like text written review. So I was like, oh, fair enough. I don't post these things, but whatever.
Yeah.
Here's my review, and I gave it 5 out of 10. Right.
Oh, that high.
But there was underneath it there was a precursor of saying it would have been 3 out of 10 if it wasn't for the cute animals.
Oh, okay. I get the precursor.
They get the plus 2
the
2 points.
what's it called, Porg.
Yeah,
which I don't think they even say the name of in the film.
They do not.
No, I looked it up on Amazon because I thought
the merchandise.
I looked it up on Amazon because I genuinely wanted a plushie of one of those.
So
things.
did I.
However,
that gave it plus 2 in my estimations.
So, when you say you wrote a review,
it was about a paragraph and a half.
Oh God, that's a paragraph and a half more than I would have written, because mine would have consisted of a single line saying, "Don't waste your fucking time."
I mean, fair.
Like, what the actual fuck?
It was.
It's diabolical.
Right, let's start off from point 1. The length.
It's too long. It's far too long.
It could have been that long, if at the very least they'd have had some nice, good plot in it.
But
which they don't.
No, there was no plot at all.
There were 17 character arcs.
Because I'd only just...
all of which surmounted to nothing.
Yeah.
Which is...
I mean, surmounting to nothing, come on, let's just bring up the fact that Princess Leia gets blasted out of the ship when the bridge gets destroyed. And I'm really sorry if anyone hasn't seen it, but it's been out long enough.
You'll have already put spoiler alert on the screen.
Okay, I'll put spoiler alert on the screen before this. So I've already put that, yeah, you're fine. But if you haven't already seen it and you're still listening, because I don't know.
Just don't bother.
Yeah, don't bother. In fact, we'll summarise it here right now.
It's really easy to summarise.
It's really easy to summarise with the simple words of, this film is a bag of wank.
Maybe 2 bags.
2 bags.
I don't know if you can fit it in 1 bag.
It's a bin liner filled with wank.
Now we're getting somewhere.
So, what, you kill off Princess Leia and then literally 2 minutes later have her float back towards the ship like fucking Mary Poppins.
Yup.
And then she wasn't even useful in the rest of the plot of the film. She was just in a coma.
Just gonna point out, there wasn't a plot in the film. Carry on.
Oh, all right. The loose sort of fucking.
I call it character arcs without a point.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Because that's what it was.
But the first third of the film was Battlestar Galactica-esque. Them floating in space, being chased, which is
slowly chased.
Slowly chased, which genuinely is like the plot of one of the early episodes of the new Battlestar Galactica.
Is it?
However, they do it well. They do it with tension and drama, and I don't know how to explain it the way they do it, but it's brilliant. I think the episode.
The words you're looking for is not crap.
I think the episode is called 11:59 or something like that.
Oh, right.
And it's about the fact that they can't jump like to like hyperspeed or whatever they call it in either franchise. I can't FTL whatever. And because in Battlestar they have to basically charge the FTL drive.
Right.
And then every time they jump and like arrive at a new coordinates, the what they call the bad guys.
Oh god, it's gone from my mind.
Whatever they're called, they turn up like minutes before they're able to jump again. And this goes on and on and on and on, and it's really dramatic and really fucking awesome. That series blew me away.
Oh right, I might check it out now.
Oh my god, you've never watched Battlestar?
I've watched clips.
Oh my god, you have to watch Battlestar. It's so fucking awesome. In fact, if you've got a Blu-ray player, I've got the whole box set.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
I have one. It's just not plugged in.
I don't even have one anymore.
We have PS3, don't we?
Oh, that's true. I always forget that that's a thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really have a lot of Blu-ray discs left these days. So
Nah, you gave them to me. Well, the ones that were any good.
I gave away most of them. There's a few that I keep hold of. Anyway, back to The Last Jedi.
Can you really call it that?
The Yoda CGI and the fact that that Yoda burns the sacred books and I don't even. I think I've already started blanking out. I watched it like 3 days ago.
Yeah, literally. I have trouble. Do you not remember? Is The Last Jedi the one with the milking scene?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I thought it was.
What the actual fuck was that?
I have one thing.
And Luke almost practically looks at the camera and like fucking grins like some kind of fucking madman.
Just like why?
I don't know what the fuck that scene was.
There's no point to it whatsoever.
And he catches that fucking Muppet-looking fish that looks like it was made by Jim Henson. Nothing against Jim Henson.
Yeah.
Fucking love, like, have you, Dark Crystal. Fucking great, man. I started watching it the other week.
I've not. It's on my to-watch list now.
Oh, watch it. It's so fucking good.
Go on. What's your out of 10 then?
For Dark Crystal.
No. For Star Wars.
Star Wars. 1.
Really? That
1.
bad?
It's so derivative. No, it's not derivative.
To be derivative, you have to have something that.
No, derivative would be good. In fact, talking of derivative, the first one of the new trilogy.
Oh yeah.
Okay, it's a complete rehash of A New Hope.
Don't get me started, but yeah, carry on.
It's the exact same plot.
Yes.
There's a Death Star-esque thing. Death Star finger quotes. Death
it's the
Star
exact same plot, but done worse.
See, I don't know if it's done worse. I actually really enjoyed it.
I did not like the first one for multiple reasons. Again, comes down to plot.
But there's nothing wrong with the plot because it's the same as A New Hope.
That's my point. Don't just do the same plot. Like,
but
come on, guys. You're getting paid a fuckload of money.
I guess they were trying to aim at the same audience.
No,
not the same audience. They were trying to aim at a new audience that maybe wanted the same things told in a modern.
That's wrong. Tell a different story.
They should have told a different story, but apart from it being the same plot, I really, really loved it.
See, I didn't. Again, I gave it a 6. No, not again. Sorry, I gave it a 6 out of 10.
Not again.
Again,
you're not giving The Last Jedi a 6.
Oh, no. Even if there was a billion cute animals in the world in it.
What do you rate it then out of 10?
Which one?
Last Jedi.
I rated that 5 with the animals, but 3 without. Anything
that high?
Right. Just pointing out, my scale works on. It's very, very easy to get basically the first 6 numbers.
There was
anything over that, you have to have a good film for. Yeah. So that just tells you how shit it is.
But it didn't even rate for me in terms of storytelling or
Oh no, it didn't. All I'm saying,
or filmography even. Like
all
in
of
terms
my
like
rating comes purely from the couple of scenes where it made me laugh because
like
it was
how it's
that bad.
directed, it's awful. How it's told, it's awful. The story, it's awful.
Right, are we going to get on to the fact that they launched a ship into a ship?
Well, again, Star Trek has done that a few times.
Guess what? If you do that, right?
You've no ship left, yeah.
No. Why has that never been done before in any of the films to combat any of the other problems? If you could have done that, if you could have done that to kill like the Death Star or I forgot what the Trade Federation.
It's a severe. It's just.
It is.
It's a bad way of going about.
In all of those things, right? It was, oh my god, this is the end for us. Last resort, last battle type of like situation, and that's your last resort strategy. It just didn't feel right. And also, I called that they were going to do that halfway through the movie because it was blatantly obvious.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, it was.
And if something's obvious,
you
don't do it.
Yeah. No, of course, yeah. But so yeah, I was saying like they spent the first third of the movie running away slowly, and then the cutaway to that, the almost B plot was what's his name, the main guy?
Oh God. You're asking real questions.
I can't remember his name anyway.
Just call him Dave.
I like him. He's a good character. He's decent. In fact, there's a really cute story about him when he got the acting job.
I know. Yeah, I've heard that.
Have you heard it about him, like telling his parents
that
he was in Star Wars, and they were like, "Oh, it's nice, dear."
Yeah. He said it on one of them talk shows, isn't it?
And then he kept saying like, "Oh, I'm in Star Wars," like. Isn't that cool? And all the rest of them are like, oh yeah, that's really nice, dear. And then he took them to the premiere, and then and then at the end of the film, he looked at them and they were just like their jaws dropped open, like
they realised.
You said you were in Star Wars. We didn't know you were the lead.
Oh.
they thought it was just like a bit part or like an extra or something.
Oh,
like how cute is that?
It's nice.
I really like that guy. He's cool.
I think he's not a bad actor either.
No, he's not at all. But anyway, back to my point with he went on that mission to like find the hacker guy, the code breaker.
Carry on.
And there was
PTSD.
And whilst they're at that like casino planet basically on the
which I kind of liked that. Not the entire thing. I like the concept.
I like the concept too. It
was other than that, it was kind of
so tackily done. And
it could
also,
have been so much better.
There's a scene where they're stood overlooking like what's essentially a dog track with the aliens racing and being beaten, and then he's like, "Oh, why don't you like this place? Like, it's beautiful." And I'm thinking, what do you mean it's beautiful? It's full of disgusting dirtbags. It's not beautiful at all. It's gross. It's
exactly.
It's full. It's chandeliers and it's fakery. It's gross.
Yeah.
And like he said it was beautiful. It's like, do the people who wrote this actually think that this is what's beautiful?
It's just fake.
I don't understand, right? But then like there's this whole thing, and then like it's more towards the end of the film during like the battle on the planet's surface where they're trapped in the mine. That like she's like saves his life basically by like ramming him out the way.
I've got a story about that as well.
And then like he like comes and like drags her out of the cockpit, and she's like, "Oh, I didn't want to lose you because I love you," and then they kiss, and it's like, what the actual fuck?
Yup.
Wait, there's a love story between these two? Like there was
Apparently.
no chemistry at all.
It's just random.
It was just like, what the fuck?
But also, I can't remember where this was, where I saw this. But the person that made this meme, it was like, oh yeah, so it's like a GIF, and she blasts him out of the way, she gets him out of the thing, and it's like, yeah, you'd both be dead now.
Yeah.
It's
like what? How did he survive so long in the wake of that beam?
I have no idea.
And that beam was supposed to cut through the doors of the mine, right?
Oh yeah, that were beefy as hell.
That were there's massive iron or
and
whatever.
Also, how did they not just get shot?
Well, that's always a thing, isn't it? Stormtroopers have got horrible aim.
Yeah, but there was enough of them to cover every inch of anything.
Yeah, the Stormtrooper who's the hero has a brilliant aim.
It's just ridiculous. Exactly. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. I want my time back.
I want my money back, but I didn't pay for it. But time is money.
Yeah, well, that's a good point. I rented it. I want my rental.
You rented
I
it?
want my rental back.
You see, I deliberately didn't.
We won't disclose how you watched it.
Through the power of telepathy.
No, I rented it from Play Movies.
Play Movies. I'm a fan.
Yeah, it was a good price.
I'm a
I
fan
had some Play Movie credits.
They keep giving me offers and stuff.
Yeah, I get them as well. I use them all the time. Shocking, absolutely shocking.
And not in the good way.
Not in a good way. No. Really handing his ass to him.
With the default weapon.
Yeah. Impressed.
Nah, this is just me just chilling. I can't even see properly. I'm not wearing my glasses.
Oh fuck! You play this whole game without even being able to see what's going on.
Pretty much. Also, while maintaining a conversation and
I'm quite impressed.
without you having any of the good weapons unlocked.
That is true.
But carry on.
The other thing I also watched like right off the back because I was like, I need to watch something good, and you know what I've heard was good? Solo.
See,
I heard Solo was really, really, really fucking good. So I watched that right off the back.
I heard the complete opposite.
Yeah, no, you told me you did. Yeah.
From multiple sources, and they said, "Don't waste your time, don't waste your money." And after I saw The Last Jedi, I was like, they told me about that.
I was concerned.
They told me about that,
Yeah.
and I was like, well, if it's like that, why would I bother? So I never bothered.
Okay. I've probably already told you.
You vaguely said something.
Watch it. It is now one of my favourite Star Wars movies.
Really? Out of 10?
8.
8?
8.
That's good.
I would say it's as good as Empire.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe I don't want to say it's maybe better. Empire is now a classic.
Without any spoilers, what makes it better?
That's the thing, right? I'm happy to spoil The Last Jedi because it's crap.
You don't want to spoil
I
something that's
am
good.
not spoiling Solo.
Yeah, so without any
because
spoilers,
I genuinely thought it was great.
What do you think makes it great?
It explains a lot of history.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
It explains Solo is a great character.
There's no disputing that.
Okay. It tells you a lot about him as a person, as a character. I'm gonna say a few things about it that I don't consider spoilers. But I'm not gonna go into detail. But there's like how he got his name.
I like that.
It's only a little tiny part of the film, like how he got the name Solo.
Is it because he's so low?
Because he's on his own. And it's a little bit in the film that just makes you go, oh, nice.
I just lost because I can't do this room on controller.
Oh, dude, that's shit.
I'm struggling with the controller roll, timing it right with the joystick.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to say any more about Solo because I think I don't want to spoil it, and
I'm really excited for it now.
It's such a great film that.
I'm kind of sad
you might hate it. I want you to watch it and see if you like it.
You see,
I want to know your opinion of it because I really loved it.
I'll give you an honest review. And
it's got Donald Glover.
Oh, I love Donald Glover.
Who doesn't love Donald Glover? Anyway, gonna leave this one here. Maybe some more Gungeon.
Well, I don't know.
Probably. I don't know. Maybe people let us know.
Yeah.
If you got this far into the video.
If you enjoyed our rant.
Ranting about Star Wars.
Justified ranting.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Okay, bye.
Bye.